guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about a few tips that I'd like to give to you in regards to my kids and what I learned throughout the process, and what helped me like ease them and comfort them, or just stuff like that. So if you want to know a few things or a few tips, please keep on watching. Okay, so my first tip for sure has to be try not to buy too much because they grow so fast. Sometimes even when they come out of your womb, they're not even newborn size. They reach up to 3 months, or stuff like that. I'm not saying not to, they're so cute and they're so little, so I totally get it, but that's just a big recommendation of mine. So what I did with my firstborn, I want to say like 5 sets of like newborn pieces and stuff, and oh my gosh, he ended up being a big baby. So he literally like outgrew that clothes within days or even a week. Not only that, but a big one is when you wash the clothes, they shrink. So they tend to leave the clothes faster because of that too. My second tip, don't compare your kids. Don't think something's wrong with them because they're not doing the same thing, So, and then that's something I not struggled, I don't want to say struggled with, but I always thought like, why this or why that, or why my first walked faster, why isn't she, is she behind? So basically, like if your neighbor's baby is teething and they're around the same age and yours isn't, don't feel bad, like everybody's different. Everybody, like you and I are different, you know what I mean? So I just want to say, just don't stress on it. It takes time, they're their own person. And yeah, another thing I wanted to mention, if your baby's crying so much and you've done everything, try Colic Drops. Try Colic Drops. This is something I had such a hard time with, and I never understood why. I never got the help I needed until one day. Let me tell you what happened. So as soon as my daughter was born, I've always breastfed my children, but for some reason she was just crying all the time and just crying all the time and just crying all the time. And I would take her to the doctor, and then the doctor would say, she's just a baby, like, because at that time I was young. I was 20, 19, around there. Around there. So I felt like he looked at me like I was stupid. Like, come on, child, you have a child. Like, she's crying because she's a baby. And I felt like I know she's a baby. Like, I'm not dumb. But I'm saying, like, she just keeps crying. Like, I feel like something's wrong with her. And he would check her, and he would always say, no, she's fine. Like, that's just how it is, blah, blah, blah. So then I would just leave like, like, man, like I just felt unheard, and I know it was because I was so young that they thought I was stupid. So yeah, point is, we moved away, so we lived in San Diego, and then even there, she was just crying all the time. Like, it was like nonstop, day, night. And, I would feed her, I would change her diaper, I would try to bathe her to soothe her, I would rock her, I would, snuggle her up, I would put her in the swing. I tried everything. And I didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't understand what she needed, you know what I mean? And I would burp her too, because that's just the thing, you have to burp the baby after you breastfeed them or you give them formula. Like, I just tried everything I could, and no, like, I was just so desperate. So then I was just so fed up with it. I took her to the hospital, and I was just like, like, I need her help because she keeps crying. And I took her that day to the hospital also because she had a really bad rash on her back, because it was so hot over there during that time, and it was just so sticky, so sweaty, and I think she got like a heat rash, so then her diaper got it worse. So that's the reason I took her to the hospital. But while I was there, I told them about the rash, of course, and then I brought up her like excessive crying. And the same thing happened. She was literally like, she's a baby, you know, like she's gonna cry. So I was just so like, so it got to the point where I was just crying all the time because I didn't know what to do, and I would tell my mom. So then my mom told me she might have colic, you know, like go check out some colic drops. And then I was just like, okay, I'll like, at this point I'll try anything because I don't know what she needs or what's going on with her, you know. So we bought some colic drops, and that's what she had. She had colic. And till this day, it breaks my heart, her crying so much because of that. So I just want to let you guys know, if your baby is struggling in this type of way, if your baby's crying so much and you've done everything, try colic drops. Then another thing that really helped me too with my third baby, which I wish I had for my first and my second, it's a white noise machine. It's like a Shusher. I call it the Shusher. And I have it here with me. I just wanted to make this video so fast, like right now for you guys, that I didn't even get the Shusher out. So it's like a portable one. Like, I'll try to put it on the screen so you guys can see it. It's by Munchkin. It shushes, and then there's a white noise where it just repeatedly just goes shh, and then the other one's like the heartbeat. Number 5, your relationship with your spouse will change. And what I mean by that is it will change. I don't mean to say so bad, like, oh my gosh, you know. But what I mean by that is like your stress levels will change. Your attention towards each other will change. It's nothing crazy, like, or in my experiences, it wasn't nothing crazy where like all hell broke loose, you know what I mean? But I'm letting you know your relationship will change because there's somebody else involved, and things will change. Your life will change. Your stuff will change. But if you have hope and you guys are just like in it to win it, you guys can do anything. Okay, so tip number 6. I know when we're parents, we're like, oh my god, we need to we take everything so serious. I get it, we're the parents, they know we're the parents, but what will help so much is letting your inner child out. It's nice for them to see the other side of you. Let them know you're funny. Let them know you're goofy. Let them know you know how to play around. Let them know who you were when you were their age. You know what I mean? It's something fun. It's something cute. It's something silly. And they're going to remember that. They're going to remember that. So if they ask you questions, like my 8-year-old, he tends to ask me so many questions right now. He's in that stage where he wants to know a bunch of things. I cherish those moments so hard, because I'm kind of like, man, my baby's trusting me. Like, he's asking me these things. I don't want to do mom mode and be like, what the heck, you know? So I treat him as my friend. I let him treat me as if I'm one of his friends. And that's how your bond will get closer. So just don't take everything so serious. I feel like going out anywhere will never, ever, ever, and let me tell you clearly, ever be the same. Like, your time is limited. I've always said that. My time is limited. My time is limited. You know, so if you want to go out to the gym, like, you need to really plan it out good. Like, you need to think about it like, okay, where am I going to leave the baby? Who am I going to leave the baby with? Or am I going to have enough time? Or did I feed him enough? It's just so much, so much. Even when you go out with your husband, when you want to have a date night, it's completely different. It's like, oh, it's kind of like, oh man, I wonder what they're doing, or oh, I miss them already. Like, you know, like, you're just thinking of them 24/7. So that's another big one that I wanted to let you guys know. It's gonna be crazy. Like, it's crazy. I don't know, I love it. I love my crazy little kids, but it's just crazy how they really turn your life around. You know what I mean? So yeah, going to places will never be the same. Another one that I want to say is, if you guys are pregnant and if you guys are waiting and just waiting, know this, you're never going to be ready. You're always going to want everything to be perfect. You're always going to want enough this. You're always going to want enough that. But it's never going to be perfect. You're just going to have to, you know, literally suck it up. And if you want to have your baby, you're going to have your baby. Nobody's perfect. Like, nobody's perfect. I'm not saying, you know, like, you have to be perfect to have and to raise a child or whatever. Like, no, it's not going to be like that. We learn from them. You're going to be ready when you have them and you see them. Because it's completely different when they're still in the womb than when they're out in the world. And you're seeing them and you're just like, oh, you know. So, yeah. Okay, another one is patience. I never knew how much a baby, or not a baby, because I know babies are so little and they're so like, oh, they're sleeping all the time. But as they get older, I never knew I was gonna need so much patience. Like, they seriously would push my buttons. It's just insane how crazy it can get. Like, it's just so crazy. But I really, really, really want you to know you're gonna need lots of patience. And you know, I was so used to, you know, living on my own and just worrying about myself, worrying about my things, that I was kind of like, oh my God, you know, like he's already walking, he's already crawling, they're already playing, they're already jumping, they're gonna like do all these things. But little did I know, if they break something, or if they misplace something, or if they lose something, then, you know, like, don't get angry at them, don't get mad at them. Whatever is replaceable and fixable, just don't get mad at them over that, you know, because it is fixable, it is replaceable. So I'm letting you know, just be patient with them. They're gonna grow up, and then they're gonna understand, and then they're gonna, like, it takes time. They're not gonna be like, don't expect them to be already 2, 3 and for them to know what's right from wrong. Okay, and then this is a really, really big one. Another big one, because I feel like they're all so big and I want to let you guys know. But this is another big one. If you guys hate laundry, then you guys are going to hate it even more. Because I'm not joking either. Because when you have kids, it's nonstop laundry. Like, you got to wash their clothes. You got to wash your own clothes. You gotta wash their clothes. You gotta wash your husband's clothes. You gotta wash the sheets. You gotta wash their sheets, because if, you know, they throw up, or they're sick, or their diaper was too full that it, like, you know, it went on the bed or whatever. Like, yeah, that is something you're gonna have to live for the rest of your life. And cooking, like, not cooking. Okay, I don't mean cooking, but I mean dishes. So dishes and laundry nonstop. So yeah. That's something I wish I knew. I mean, it's kind of common sense, but at that time I was just kind of like, oh my God, my baby, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna breastfeed. And you're just thinking, because you're breastfeeding, or you're giving them like little bits of fruits and little bits of meats and all. But when they get older, my oldest son, he says he's hungry, like, I kid you not, every 30 minutes. But remember, it's only for a short period of time, because they're going to grow up so fast, and you're going to miss them, and you're going to miss all those things. So just enjoy your kids, enjoy life, and just bring in positivity. Let them be your friend. Let them know they can talk to you, you know, because if they don't have you, they have no one. Simple as that. That's how I see it. And I'm just so happy that I've learned from them, because nobody is perfect. Like, nobody can teach you how to be a parent. They literally show you how to be one, because they push all these buttons you never knew you had. They make you go crazy. You know, and if you want to better yourself, and if you want them to be a certain type of person in this world, you need to show them how. And by that I say, just bring in positivity. And like, if they're having a hard time when they're older, let them remember you and be like, man, my mom this, or man, my dad that, you know. So that's just something I want to let you guys know. I'm hoping these little tips were helpful for you. And yeah, so I'm still learning. I'm still, you know, I have 3. I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a about to be, or not about to be, but almost 2-year-old. So I'm still learning, and I'm just letting you guys know a few things that helped me. That way when you guys have your babies, you guys are ready, or you guys kind of expect or know what to expect, you know. So yeah, I was just so nice talking to you, and I loved our coffee talks. Yeah, girl, I have my coffee. So yeah, I can't wait to have more coffee talks with you guys. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.